What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool update video where we will have transfer news and also Arne Slot's reaction to Liverpool's late winner against Atletico Madrid. And I absolutely love it that Diego Simeone was fuming so much and the Liverpool fans were winding him up because the Atletico Madrid bench were winding up the Liverpool fans after Atletico equalized. So they just gave it back and Diego Simeone absolutely lost it. He went crazy and he got sent off. So we will talk about that a little bit later, but first, the biggest news is that Liverpool's plans for the January and next summer transfer window are already in motion, and the focus appears to be on Barcelona's Ronald Araujo, the fantastic 26-year-old centre-back who could be a long-term Ibrahima Konate replacement if Konate goes to Real Madrid, because according to Spanish news outlets, Araujo, who is Uruguayan, he has emerged as a top candidate at Liverpool to replace Konate, who is expected to leave Liverpool at the end of the season on a free transfer. So this could set up one of the most intriguing transfer sagas, either in January or next summer. And because there is an opportunity for Liverpool to sell Konate in January for some amount of money, and then we could sign Mark Gay to replace him. I don't think getting Araujo is realistic in January because Barcelona are very reluctant to sell one of their starting centre-backs in January. But next summer, with the right kind of money, Liverpool could definitely tempt Araujo to join them. And Liverpool must identify a centre-back if Konate leaves, and a centre-back capable of strengthening the first team. And Araujo's situation at Barcelona has created this opportunity for Liverpool because this season he hasn't been regularly cementing his place in the Barcelona starting 11 because the emergence of Cubarsí, who is a huge talent, and the resurgence of Eric Garcia, former Man City player, has left Araujo on the fringes. So if you look at his involvement, he started the first league game against Mallorca, and then he only played 76 minutes in the second league game, but then he was left out of the last two league games. He didn't play 1 minute. He had no involvement against Rayo Vallecano and against Valencia, which, by the way, the last one, Barcelona won it 6-0. You know that Araujo played the full 90 minutes for Uruguay against Chile, so he was fit, and that's not why, so he wasn't injured, that's not why Barcelona didn't include him. It looks like they just went with another centre-back partnership, so this could be a huge opportunity for Liverpool, because when does a centre-back of Araujo's quality come up on the market available? When there is an opportunity like that, then Liverpool are paying attention. And as the Spanish newspapers are noting, he remains highly rated across Europe, but of course Barcelona won't sell him for cheap. Any club interested will need to pay at least 50 million euros, their report states. But of course Barcelona face their own dilemma. They need to raise funds to balance the books because still Barcelona's finances are messy and, excuse the pun, and Araujo's sale could provide a significant injection of cash. Of course, Barcelona know there is Premier League interest, and Liverpool are reportedly the side who are furthest along in their assessment of Araujo's contract situation and market valuation. Barcelona are open to negotiations if the right bid arrives. They would probably sell almost all of their starting 11 except Lamine Yamal and maybe Rafinha. But all the other players, if the right bid arrives, then they will sell. So Barcelona said the club could accept his departure if an adequate offer strengthens their finances. That's what the Spanish newspapers are saying, and that admission is key to Liverpool because Liverpool like to plan their recruitment very carefully and they prefer to move early for top targets. And Araujo is a perfect fit for Arne Slot's system. From Liverpool's perspective, Araujo ticks plenty of boxes. His physicality, his recovery pace, and his ability to handle high-pressure situations make him a natural fit for the Premier League. And his international experience and competitive character are highly valued. But of course, other Premier League clubs would be interested in Araujo if he's available. So Liverpool need to be proactive in this situation and We are already, because this gives Liverpool a head start that with Araujo, not being involved with Barcelona regularly, we already started, initial inquiries with Barcelona and also with Araujo's agent. That's what usually works in these situations. You have to lay the groundwork down and you have to have months and months and months of interest until finally you can make the move. But for now, this story is set to run, and if Liverpool table a formal bid, it could trigger one of the most expensive defensive transfers of the summer and reshape, Barcelona's plans and Liverpool's plans for the future. I think it's safe to say if Liverpool sell Konate, then we will sign a replacement who is also world class or very close to that level. And Araujo is a talented defender. But paying over 50 million euros for someone who has lost his starting spot at Barcelona just raises a few questions to me. Fans may wonder if Liverpool are chasing a player on reputation rather than current form. Of course, there were players before who came to the Premier League and failed to adapt. And Liverpool could invest in younger, hungrier centre-backs. But we already have Leone, so we already have a young, hungry centre-back at Liverpool. And if we sign Marc Guéhi, and we have Van Dijk as well, and Joe Gomez, but that's the problem. Joe Gomez and Konate are the two players who are most likely to leave next summer or in January. That means Liverpool need to sign not one, but two centre-backs. So Marc Guéhi could be the Joe Gomez replacement, and Araujo could be the Konate replacement. And of course, Araujo could thrive under the right system, but Liverpool will have this season to judge Araujo on as well, and that's going to be even more information. Araujo is 26 years old, so next summer he will be 27, which is still a good age for a centre-back. He still has a good 5 years left in him at a very, very top level. And Araujo signed for Barcelona in 2018, so 7 years ago, for just, 1.7 million euros plus another 3.5 in bonuses. And then he started playing for Barcelona as a second team, where he played 2 seasons. And then for Barcelona, he has played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is his 7th season in total. But the problem is that sometimes Araujo is a bit part player. He doesn't start every game for Barcelona. On average, he plays around 30-35 games for Barcelona. He had the seasons where he played 37 and 43 games. But last season he only played 25 games in all competitions, which raises a few eyebrows. But Barcelona have a lot of centre-backs, and Araujo is an experienced one with 24 games played for the Uruguay national team as well. And he's a threat from set pieces. In every season he scored for Barcelona's first team, where he played at least 7 games. So he's a threat from set pieces, and he's a good centre-back. It's just the big question is how much does Liverpool value him, and how much would be Barcelona willing to sell him for. But he's a man mountain, as they say, with 192 centimeters tall. That's like 6'4" tall. So very, very tall player. And Jimmy Carragher commented on Alexander Isak's performance yesterday. He said, yes, he didn't score, but he had plenty of lovely touches. When the ball comes into him, you see the way he turns. He's really clever. Thierry Henry knows this better than anyone. He's not just a goal scorer. That's why he's different to Haaland. Haaland's all about goals. Isak is doing things, turning, getting on the ball. He's a fantastic player, not just a great goal scorer, and that's really, really encouraging to hear. And Alexander Isak had 25 touches in the game in like 58 minutes, 2 shots, 1 on target, 4 touches in the opposition box, 2 passes into the final third, and he also created 1 chance, and he got dispossessed 0 times, which is fantastic. So his hold-up play was brilliant, and I think once Salah, Wirtz and Isak get on each other's wavelength and click, then God save Liverpool's oppositions going forward, because that is going to be an absolutely frightening strike partnership, one of the best strike partnerships in world football. And Ryan Gravenberch, oh my goodness, what a performance. Alongside Dominic Szoboszlai, they bossed the midfield for the majority of the game. Gravenberch won 7 of his 10 duels. He also completed 89% of his passes. He got 2 tackles, 2 key passes, 1 big chance created. that was another tremendous performance by Ryan Gravenberch, who went to a world-class level under Arne Slot, which is fantastic. And let's talk about the Liverpool-Atletico Madrid game, because it was absolutely fiery game as expected. Diego Simeone always fires up the Atletico team, and they never give up, they never give in. And Liverpool needed a 92nd minute Virgil van Dijk winner to win it, but glorious scenes followed, and some Liverpool fans who of course were angry at the Atletico Madrid bench, because the Atletico bench goaded the Liverpool fans after Atletico equalized, so they just gave that back. And they were quite like insultive, like confrontative to Diego Simeone, but they didn't throw any racist slurs, or didn't throw any, like, they didn't mention the Falkland War or anything to Simeone. It was just shouting in his face and giving him the middle finger. And Diego Simeone absolutely lost it on the touchline. He wanted actually to jump into the Liverpool fans, which would have been a terrible idea. And Diego Simeone said, "My reaction isn't justifiable, but do you know what it is like to be insulted for 90 minutes? I hope Liverpool can improve that aspect, and that when they identify the person who did that, there will be consequences." But that's the thing, classy managers don't get insulted like that. Diego Simeone is not a classy manager. You saw how sometimes he showed his crotch to the opposition fans in some stadiums. So Diego Simeone is not a classy coach. He wound up Liverpool fans many times before, and in this game as well. So they just gave it back to Diego Simeone. And Arne Slot was so funny in his post-match press conference. He was asked, "How was your birthday?" Because yesterday was Arne Slot's birthday. Happy birthday to him as well, once again. And he said that now 2 years in a row, Liverpool had a Champions League night on my birthday. So I wish UEFA will schedule a game where I don't have to play a game on my birthday with Liverpool, so I can celebrate it with my friends and family. That was funny. So he asked UEFA to actually give him a day off on his birthday, basically, which is hilarious. Virgil van Dijk, the best centre-back in the world right now, honestly, 34 years old, still an absolute colossus, Rolls Royce of an elite defender, because he made 8 clearances and he won more area duels, 6, than any other Liverpool player against Atletico Madrid. And as captains do, as leaders do, he came up with the winning goal, with the header to win the game. Absolutely incredible. And also Liverpool won games in the 88th minute, in the 90 plus 10th minute, so that's the 100th minute. And then we won the game in the 83rd minute against Arsenal. And then in the 95th minute, 90 plus 5 minutes, against Burnley, and then in the 92nd minute, 90 plus 2 minutes, against Atletico Madrid. So 5 games in a row, Liverpool won the game after the 82nd minute, and 3 of them were in stoppage time. So 3 of the 5 games, Liverpool won the game in stoppage time. Some people say it's unsustainable, others say it just shows Liverpool being an incredible team, mentality monsters, that even when we are not at our best, we can still find a way to win games. And that's what great title-winning teams do. Arne Slot also said, "I was positively surprised by how fit Alexander Isak was during that 60 minutes. I wasn't surprised with his quality. He seemed to be quite fit to me. That was the most positive thing. He was fitter than I expected. He's not ready, of course, to play 3 games a week. So I think against Everton, maybe Isak will be on the bench and he will come on for the last few minutes." And Andy Robertson also said something interesting. "We got a lot of new players. They need to settle in. Playing for a big club like Liverpool is not easy. They have all done really well. They are the future. They are the ones going to take this club forward. They have shown glimpses and they are only going to get better. We need to get back to winning a bit simpler and easier." The assistant manager turned to me when Virgil scored the winner and said, "He's getting too old for it." So I can't imagine what the fans are like. It's a great thing to have, being able to keep going until the end, winning games late on. When you are 2-0 up and playing so well, it should have been a more comfortable night. And that's what we worry on Slot, that even though we didn't give too many chances away, not like against Bournemouth or Newcastle where we gave many chances to the opposition, this time Liverpool's defense was better, but we still conceded 2 goals, which of course Arne Slot will not be happy about. But I think our defense looked much better because we kept a clean sheet against Arsenal and against Burnley, and hopefully we can keep a clean sheet against Everton as well. But as long as Liverpool are winning games, I'm not complaining. And also, no player had more touches in the opposition box than Florian Wirtz, 7. He also created more chances, 5, and created more big chances too than Florian Wirtz against Atletico Madrid. So he is starting to click, Florian Wirtz, and sooner or later he will start scoring goals. So I'm really looking forward to the rest of the season. Bring it on, an absolutely fantastic start to the season. And Arne Slot also said that, of course, the headline is Van Dijk's winner. But I would have liked it more if we would have spoken about the few attacks before halftime when Florian Wirtz and Isak combined together, which led to almost Jeremy Frimpong scoring, or the second half, a great attack with Szoboszlai, Wirtz and Mo Salah that ended up on the post. That was so unlucky. That would have been one of the most glorious goals of Champions League football. That 1-2 touch, intricate passing, and then Salah hitting the post. Just the terrible luck. But yeah, Liverpool won the game anyway. So that is the story of the game, scoring late, winning the game late. But Arne Slot said, for me, this was a different game than the ones we have played before. I think this was the first game where Liverpool really started to click, especially with Isak on the pitch. So I think we will only get better as the players gel more, and I'm really looking forward to the rest of the season. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.